Forget cows and chickens. This farm raises liquid gold. Welcome to Tech Harvest, where donkeys produce rare milk sold to luxury cosmetic labs and deer grow velvet antlers. Nature's pharmacy. This is agribusiness at its most extraordinary. Baby steps to big business. Every empire starts small, and so does every donkey. In a nursery pens, foals nurse from their mothers, while farm technicians monitor their growth like pediatricians. But here's where it gets interesting. As these young donkeys grow, they're introduced to a carefully calibrated diet, designed not just to fatten them up, but to optimize every biological system. Ground cornmeal? Check. Fermented straw? Absolutely. But the secret weapon? Mineral salt licks. Those chunky blocks you might mistake for candy. These aren't just treats. They're nutritional gold mines packed with trace elements like zinc, selenium, and magnesium. They stimulate saliva, which naturally scrubs the teeth and kickstarts digestion. Clean mouth, happy gut, thriving donkey. It's a chain reaction of health. And here's the kicker. A healthy donkey doesn't just grow faster, it produces higher quality milk, better meat, and more durable hides. Every bite, every lick, every carefully measured meal is an investment in the final product. Because on this farm, nothing is left to chance. 2. First class tickets. You might think transporting livestock is as simple as loading them onto a truck and hitting the road. Think again. At no farm, even the journey is part of the science. These aren't ordinary livestock trailers. They're mobile comfort zones. Non-slip rubber flooring prevents stumbles. High barriers keep anxious animals from jostling. Ventilation systems circulate fresh air, keeping temperatures stable and stress levels low. Why does this matter? Because stress releases cortisol, which toughens meat and reduces milk quality. A calm donkey is a profitable donkey. The real MVP? The veterinary escort team that monitors every mile. Heart rates, behavior, hydration, all tracked in real time. If a donkey shows signs of distress, the convoy stops. Adjustments are made. The animals aren't cargo, they're assets, and they're treated accordingly. By the time they arrive at their destination, they're as calm as if they'd never left home. That's not just good ethics, it's smart business. 3. The hidden treasure. Now let's talk about what happens after processing. While most people focus on meat and milk, the real fortune lies in what's often discarded, the hide. But not here. At no farm, every hide is treated like raw silk. First, they're soaked in purified water to remove organic residue. Then comes a gentle wash with enzymatic cleaners that break down impurities without damaging the collagen matrix, the microscopic web of proteins that gives skin its structure. This collagen is the prize. Once the hides are dried, either naturally under controlled humidity or in low-temperature chambers, they're shipped to pharmaceutical labs. There, through a process called hydrolysis, the collagen is extracted and transformed into medical-grade gelatin. This isn't the stuff in your dessert, though it could be. This is the gelatin used in wound dressings, joint supplements, and even high-end skincare serums. Donkey collagen is uniquely biocompatible with human tissue, making it a sought-after ingredient in regenerative medicine. One donkey hide can yield enough gelatin to supply hundreds of medical products. What was once waste is now worth more per kilogram than the meat itself. And that's the genius of modern farming. Total utilization, zero waste. 4. Alchemy in the dairy. If you've never tasted cheese made from donkey milk, you're missing one of the culinary world's best kept secrets. But making it? That's where art meets chemistry. Fresh milk is heated gently, then mixed with natural enzymes that coagulate the proteins. Within 30 to 60 minutes, the liquid transforms into soft cloud-like curds. These are cut into uniform cubes, releasing whey, the liquid byproduct that's later repurposed as animal feed or protein supplements. Nothing wasted, remember? But here's where it gets magical. The curds are reheated to precisely 70 to 80 degrees Celsius, then stretched by hand like taffy. This isn't just for texture. It's a technique borrowed from Italian mozzarella, making adapted for donkey milk's unique protein structure. The result? Long, glossy strands of cheese with a silky mouthfeel and subtle sweetness that no cow's milk can replicate. This cheese doesn't just taste incredible. It's hypoallergenic, low in fat, and packed with omega-3 fatty acids. In elite restaurants across Europe and Asia, it's sold for upwards of $80 per kilogram. From udder to plate, donkey milk cheese is a journey of precision, patience, and pure craftsmanship. 5. Fire, flavor, and folklore. If you think donkey meat sounds exotic, you're not alone. But in parts of China, it's been a culinary cornerstone for centuries, and for good reason. Lean, protein-rich, and incredibly flavorful, donkey meat is prized for its ability to absorb spices like a sponge. The preparation begins with a slow braise, sometimes lasting 6 to 8 hours, in a broth infused with star anise, cinnamon bark, Sichuan peppercorns, ginger, garlic, and Shaoxing wine. The heat is kept low, allowing the meat to tenderize without losing its firm, satisfying bite. The result? Meat that's savory, aromatic, and almost impossibly tender. This dish, called luru, is often served in thin slices on flatbread or over rice, garnished with fresh scallions and chili oil. It's street food, elevated to an art form, a perfect marriage of tradition and technique. And as global palates grow more adventurous, donkey meat is finding its way onto high-end menus from New York to Tokyo. What was once peasant food is now a gourmet statement. 6. Enter the deer. Now shift to deer farming, where the prize isn't meat, but velvet antlers, soft, blood-rich growths that regenerate annually and are worth their weight in gold. Precision-feeding deer consume wheat straw bales and high-protein pellets loaded with calcium and phosphorus, the fuel for antler growth. Every meal is calculated to maximize size, density, and bioactive compounds. The gentle harvest. When antlers reach peak velvet stage in late spring, trained technicians guide deer into narrow chutes and remove the antlers just above the pedicle in under 2 minutes. The deer feels minimal discomfort, and new antlers regrow within weeks. These harvested antlers are frozen or dried to preserve their bioactive peptides and minerals. From farm to formula ground into fine powder, velvet antler becomes capsules, tonics, or infused wines, revered in traditional Chinese medicine for vitality and longevity. Premium clinics even offer velvet antler baths for circulation and skin health. And the lean deer meat? It commands top prices in specialty markets as a high-protein alternative to beef. 7. The future of farming. From donkey dairies to deer antler labs, these farms blend ancient wisdom with cutting-edge science. Every animal, every process, every product tells a story of sustainability and innovation. Join us next time for more incredible journeys.